Queenslanders are edging closer to freedom, but authorities have made it clear there's still a lot of work to be done before Sunday. Let's go to Georgia Simpson on the Gold Coast. Georgia, Dr. Young, she does seem quite hopeful.
Good morning, Pete. Yeah, she does. And she also sounded quite surprised with just how well Queenslanders have responded to this lockdown. It was only a few days ago that she was saying something really special needed to happen if we wanted to be out of lockdown by Sunday. This, of course, came after really low testing numbers on that Thursday. There were just 11,000 tests done, but Queenslanders have come out and smashed their own record. There were more than 52,000 tests done yesterday. And while it's certainly not a done deal, Dr. Young has given us all a tiny sliver of hope.
Let's see how we go the next few days and see if we can lift those restrictions on Sunday. That would be extremely special to be able to do that on Sunday, but I'm so hopeful we can.
The numbers that people really need to be looking out for today are the number of cases that have been infectious while in the community. That number needs to be zero. New cases today need to have been in isolation for their full infectious period if we have any chance of getting out of this lockdown by Sunday, Pete.
And Georgia, authorities in Queensland are exploring the idea of masks for children under 12.
Yeah, that's right. They certainly are. Dr. Young did speak about this yesterday, and it's not surprising given with this current outbreak in Queensland, much of the spreading between people has happened through children. A third of cases are children under the age of 12. So Dr. Young did say she'd be looking to see what other countries have been doing in this situation and the kinds of masks that would be appropriate for that age group.
Most places only require masks from the age of 12, and that's what we've always done here in Queensland. But we're looking if it's possible to do it for younger. For a start, we'll have to look at different masks. I mean, these masks wouldn't be any use because they're too big.
The World Health Organization has always maintained that people should be following the recommendations handed by the health authorities in the country that they're in. And they've also stated that children over the age of 12 should be able to follow the same mask mandate as adults. When it comes to children under the age of 5, it's certainly not something that they recommend. I'm sure we've all seen just how tricky it can be to get a toddler to keep a hat on at the beach. But as for the children in the age groups of 6 to 11, it is something that could be considered. Of course, there are a number of factors to take into account, but the main thing is, Pete, in the case of widespread community transmission, which is what we are seeing in Queensland. So it will be interesting to see what comes there of masks in children under the age of 12 in the coming weeks and days.
Georgia Simpson live from the Gold Coast. Thank you, George.